Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing today? It's been a while since I've been on. I thought it's important that we come on today and talk about our candidates running. We've been waiting for such a long time for that list to see who's running, who wants to lead us. And man, you see such a huge setup. We already see the setup now. I mean, literally, all these horrible people sitting there leading us so wrong. I thought, how crazy looking at this list that Alfred La Paz, that old nasty man, has the nerve to run for president. Anthony Mendez. I don't know what happened with Anthony. His words they're just gone. These are people who recently went into office. He's one of our newer ones who has already went against what he promised. What are you gonna promise for this run? All of you, what are you all gonna possibly offer our people, tell our people, when you can't even talk to them now? Ardina Orozco, that's a good one. My big sister. Don Host of it. I don't really know, but I know you're sitting in there now. All of you sitting in there now. Eddie Martinez. Oh my God. This list is just sickening. Sickening to look at. And yes, I said sickening. Vice President Pamela Morgan. She's already been in there. So let's see what she's going to do for us. What's different? What has she done for us when she was in there before? Elta Branham, we won't even get started on that one. She don't want no one else to fuss, but she can go and cause a scene and scream around in the general meetings all she wants. What are you going to do for us, Elta, that's different than what you've done in the past, than what you do now? Man, I can't believe some of these people, like Bernalyn Villa. I'm not too sure either. I don't really know this one. Larry Bruce Willis Jr. I don't really know either. Marilee Ellard Sines. There's those few in there that just don't surprise me. Marilee don't surprise me at all. I mean, their heads are already fixated on we're gonna get, and we're not gonna give nothing, and they don't. You look at now, we have asked them to answer some of the craziest things, but so much of it has to do with our entities, and not one of these directors has answered. Not one has these council members answered. The president, the VP, safety manager, general counsel. And I mention them because they sit there and lead us. These tyrants are all leading us the same, with the same heart, with the same intention, the same plan. They just set themselves up, all these felons. Tribal Council, Sean Youngman. Talk to these people, you all. One of these cowards that likes to praise that idiot leading us was saying, don't let them question you. Don't let them bombard you. Yes. Question them, ask them, make them answer you. They're asking for your vote. Man, they're going to take a lot of your money. Each meeting they have, they're going to take a lot of money. And each one of these people that comes back will get more. More. Do they deserve it? No. No, they don't. They do not. Not at all. I cannot say in any way, shape, or form do they deserve it. No. Dorlyn Simmons, really, man. She's finally going to actually ask to be voted into council, not just put in there. She's going to ask for it this time. Let's see how. I'm really interested to see how this election goes. I feel like it really doesn't matter because they've already kind of got it set. Robert Rice. He's new. That's good. All these new people, go talk to them. Listen to what they have to say. Ask what they want to do, what they're going to do for us. How they're going to help fix transparency. Because none of these people in there now want to do that. They just got to hide. They have too much to hide. And we pay too much for them to hide all that. Fernando Rocha Sr. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh man, you're back on this. You are one of our most recent ones for DUI. Maybe they were dropped. But these are good questions to ask these people. Because each time they get reelected back in, they get more money. And oh man just sleeps in these meetings. Gary Hidley Sr., Ira Sago. Ask Ira. He's been in there before. What will he do different? What will he do for us? How is he going to help involve his people? Sandra Platero. Owen Little. Jeremy Comanche. Tammy Torres. Ask Tammy what she will do for us, because she's been in there before. We've all seen her temper. She wasn't even being addressed and she lost her temper. Stephanie Chico, Randy or Randall Bell, Jacob DeKai, Marilee Garley Blaylock. That's a good one. Now you remember, I've asked Miss Blaylock, one of our medicine women here on this reservation of ours. A medicine woman, I feel like, should have a different heart. Their heart should be different, just a little different than the rest of us. I mean, they're praying for all of us, or they should be. They should be. But this lady, no, she could care less. She could care less about all of us, just who matters. Remember, this lady was one of the first people to submit a letter to banish a mother and her 2 children. In less than 30 minutes, they had to leave. Out of pure jealousy, pure just jealous, just pure jealous. What does that say? And when I asked her, okay, this woman who is not enrolled, Tree is not enrolled on our reservation. However, she has mescalero blood running through her. She has 2 children, minor children, that are here enrolled. Both girls. When I asked this medicine woman who's running, who's asking for your vote, again, the nerve. The nerve of you, Garalee. What about when it comes time for their coming of age ceremony? Don't you think it's time, like they'll need their mother? She should be there. No, they have their father. They don't need her. Wow. Such caring words from this medicine woman who's asking for our votes again. Who did nothing to include her people, to update her people just the same as all these other people that have already been in there. What what did they do to keep their people involved? What did they do? How did they? Because the ones sitting in there now, we've asked them. And instead of informing us, talking with us, just simply updating us, nope, they did the opposite. They punished you. They formed their little fake accounts to do all this hate, spread all these lies, instead of just answering questions. If they didn't do it, there should be no problem. These are questions that we have a right to know. These are our funds. We put you all there. You asked for our vote, we gave it to you. You make a lot of money. I don't know why, but you make a lot of money. The last one running for council, Idella Starr. Now all of you need to go and talk to these people. One of their posts is that each of these positions is important. I'll share their posts with you all, but read them, because it talks about the president, the vice president, the council. Each one of them is important. However, if you read back on all their other posts, the vice president isn't needed. He's not important. So I don't know. I mean, you just have our leaders just sitting here telling you left to right, right to left. They can't even think straight themselves. They cannot communicate with you now. Alfred has been brought up how many times? How many times? And I cannot even mention these women's names. There are so many women that have been violated by this person, have actually up and moved all the way to Texas because of this man's actions. And nothing was done for her. Has Alfred talked with any of you? Has he gone on one of Gabe's little lives and updated any of you? They put up, they put up that camera at the summit and they posted their big accomplishment. Man, they can do that camera. They can put all this up. These cameras around our forest connected to the one TV. Why can you not use that same technology to talk to your people, to update your people? But you're going to come and ask for our votes again. What are you going to do? What are you going to offer? I am so glad that Mr. Bruinger's not on there, because, man, there are millions of dollars unaccounted for that he has not once answered for. We post all these questions and all these babies are there defending their mamas and daddies, whoever. You post whatever, comment whatever. We're asking these directors, these council members, these leaders. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. And we have a right to ask. What are you hiding that you don't want us to ask? I can't understand how any of you would even. You all sat there and plotted against your own tribal member to do harm, malice, to do true harm. My big sister sitting there asking for our votes for presidency. Man, when I seen this list, crazy. And then when you try to speak up or ask questions, why don't you run? Do you see this list? Do you think that any of this even matters? Have you seen the last election? Dorland sitting in a place she has no business sitting. We have a felon literally leading us. So yes, you all, go talk to them. Ask them, the ones right now in office, the ones that were previously in office. Where's our homes? What have you done for our homeless? Where's all our dividends? Where's the millions that is unaccounted for? Why are we paying for all this land off the reservation? Who does that benefit? What else was there? These directors. Why do we keep these directors on? We have Alan Kurgan. I mean, we went on and on about Mr. Kurgan. His wind down Wednesdays, he sure likes to live it up to these non-tribals, these people, because they give him all these kickbacks. He goes to all these football games, sitting there feeding them in our restaurants, top dollar meals, bottles of whatever, making Miss Luna or whoever cover these expenses. That needs to be looked into. Why nobody wants to look into that? Why? You all have to see past this, oh, well, that's my friend, that's my family, that's whatever. Look past the big, that's nothing. Look further than that, because all of these things that they're doing now, that they're hiding, affects us all the way. For years, it's going to affect us. You all need to look at these big issues. Don't look at what they're serving you. Don't look at the lie. Listen, oh my gosh, I would just love to hear Dorland, Alfred, all of them, what they have the nerve to say for their campaign. I'll share Ardina's Off the Wall podcast. Go to my YouTube, go to Ivan's YouTube. There's just too much. Ardina talks about so many good things in that podcast, so many good things. And this was before she got on to council. She really and you know, I've known Ardina so long, so long. I've seen her do so many things for our tribe, build many programs, get us grants for them. You have a question, go ask her. She'll probably tell you how to find your answer if she can't give you the answer. But man, what happened to her once she got in, I don't know. And all that BS she said on that podcast, I don't know. I don't know what the heck happens once you get behind those doors. I don't know. I have no clue. I really had high expectations for her as well. All these people, Mr. Mendez sitting in there now, he won't even talk to his people. Nothing, no transparency that all these people talk about. Where is it? You told us that to get our votes, and then that's it. Was that you're just gonna lie to get the vote and get in there and keep on? Somebody share this with Garilee. Let's hear what she has to say, what her campaign will be. What I just can't imagine what Garilee will have to say. You all have allowed these people to continue to direct our programs, to we have to stop doing this. We have to stop catering to our friends. Oh, I'm going to put you in this position because, wow, you're my friend. And I remember we worked together one time. You did all right. There's too much of that. And it shows. It shows. I'm one of like daycare's biggest fans. My little one went there since she was a newborn. She's been in there, and I love them. I love their program. I love the teachers. And then to start getting all of this on our daycares and nothing. These are our children. These are our babies, literally our babies. And not one director, one leader has bothered to address any of this. Any of these concerns that were brought up. Not just at Mescalero daycare, but at the Inn daycare. I had no idea. I didn't even think about that daycare. We have Mr. Little over here souping up his work truck, doing no work. Not even qualified to be sitting in that position. We have so many people like that, so many people. All going back to our leaders. So you all look at this, because we have, we just said Mr. Kurgan, Mr. Little. We're just like letting these people live it up on us. We're paying them to do nothing, absolutely nothing, but satisfy themselves. We have Terry Lee. Terry Lee makes a good chunk of change to sit there and do calculations. How far behind are we on calculations? How many of you have established child support or updated your child support amounts, anything? Because that's her job. How many of you have sat in court and were told, you go find your parent, your non-paying parent, and let us know where they are? That's her job. That is her job. It's literally in her little title. Not to eat, not to work out, to go shower. No. Again, another service for our children. Kateri. She has no business there as well. That is not her expertise, and it shows. Put her somewhere else where her degree applies to her, where it'll apply to her position. But she's not ready for management. Terry Lee will tell you she will stress that all the time. She does not feel she should be working for someone like her. None of them do. Elizabeth, I mean, look in these departments. Move people around. That's the one doing all the work, and we're paying these directors while the ones under them are doing all the work. All the work. We talked about daycare, Denna Blake. I honestly had no reason to even think anything, but these are serious questions and they should be answered. These are coming from her previous and her current staff. That's important. Previous and current staff. I mean, if you look at these previous, how are you going to lose them? I did speak with the individual who I mentioned on the daycare post who has a DUI. She does not have a DUI. She explained she does not have any child abuse charges, and she did not start at a higher pay than the others, she claims. And I thanked her for communicating with me and addressing this. However, I'm addressing the directors. Thora came up. I didn't really, I guess it was just her statement, but still, it was for Thora. She again is a director. And yes, she has had that department a long time. It should be no problem for her to update us. She's not dumb. She's very educated. These are our entities that bring in a lot of money. This 638 program, you all need to understand what that means for us. All of you running understand what these programs mean for us. What it means for each of these employees already working under a different program and the tribes trying to come in and take over. Look at social service. Look at social service. How's social service doing? They're failing. They are failing. And if I'm wrong, somebody please update us, because these are our children. We have a mother who does not even have her children. She has custody of them. They're enrolled here, but are they here with her? No. General Counsel, have you addressed that issue? Because you have to go to another court and you got to get our babies back. What are you doing? Why are we losing babies? I just don't understand. Who else came up? We just have so many directors. I feel like I just can't look at people the same. Frizzell, why do we have Frizzell? Man, why do we have Frizzell? What is he doing for us, this 2-week trained entrepreneur? What is he doing for our people? We don't own our casino. We don't own it. I don't know how much longer until we do own it. We haven't seen any of the benefits from these entities. We haven't had a tribal payout in over 3 years from these entities. Where's all that money? That's a lot of money unaccounted for. So why is Frizzell still there? I'll share his expungement request again, his denial, his charges, because I just can't understand why this person is allowed to run one of our biggest and so many of our biggest entities and not have to answer for nothing. Nothing. Judge Dahl, oh my gosh. I really hope that she is suspended, that she does not come back. We do not need anybody who has that type of heart for our people to put our people in that place so easily without even thinking, without even looking at our laws, understanding them. Understanding, oh my gosh, understanding our laws. That's so big for these people running. All of these people running. Ask them about our laws. Do they understand them? Can they apply them to our everyday laws, our everyday lives? Especially the ones that are trying to come back in. They should already know them. They should already be able to do that, but they cannot. The ones sitting in office right now have shown so much hate and evil towards their own people. If you're not in their little friend zone, I guess, you better be careful. You better be careful. Mr. Mendez, I'm interested to hear what you have to offer, since you have turned away so easily. So you all look at all these candidates. You look at them, talk to them, look at their past. Look at what they've done for us in the past. They were already in there. What did they do for us? You really got to make sure and ask what they're going to do for us different, because they haven't done anything right now. And if they have, they sure don't want to say. So much secrecy right now. It's just insane. All this corruption going on, and they don't want to talk about it. They would rather punish you. The thought of being terminated for bullying is just insane. Just insane. I'll share more posts from these bullies. It's good that they don't have too many people following and listening, because they're just crazy. Read their words. Read their words. Understand that this does not just affect us now. All of these people and the things that they are doing to us now, all of the hiding that they are doing, will affect us forever. I would like to know what we're leaving our children, what we're doing for our tribe, why our tribe doesn't have the help that it should. If we have people hired to better our tribal people's lives, what are they doing for that? Our economic developer, I just can't understand what you're doing. What you're doing there. I don't get it. Look at all these directors that they have here now, allowing them to work with these felonies, with these assault and batteries, with these public affrays. Mr. Lathan, are you out on bond? Like, were you just bonded recently? This is another director we have no need for. None. If we have staff under these directors that are already doing the job, look at them. Get rid of these overpaid directors and put the right people in there. Fix these programs, get them going. Stop letting these people that have all of this on their record lead us. Are you afraid of them? Are you afraid of them? Don't be. Ask these people questions. You have a right to. You have a right to ask them. Alfred, Alta, Eddie, Ardina, Anthony, Marilee, all of them, Miss Blaylock, all of them, ask them. Ira, all of you, you've been there. You've been in there. The ones sitting in there now have engaged in so much corruption already and secrecy. So push, and ask. You have to ask, because they need to answer. They're asking for your votes again, to give them another raise, to give them more money. I shared a post the other day with their amounts, with what these people make. They do not deserve that. Not one of them sitting in that office right now. Who knows what general counsel makes? Why we even have her? Why we even have her? Our safety manager, or is it fish hatchery manager? I'm not sure of this one's title. Why do we have these felons? Why do we keep catering to all these felons, to all these people who have DUIs? And not in the past. These are recent DUIs. Mr. Rocha, you have a recent DUI and you're going to come and ask for our vote again. After sleeping through how many meetings? Do you all want to continue to pay this man to sleep? You have new council. You got new names running for council. New names running for council. Go talk with these people. Talk with them. I'm sure they'll talk with you. They won't be as chicken chaw as these other people. They will not hide. They will not avoid your questions, like Alfred, Anthony, Ardina, Dawn, Eddie. I'm sorry, I don't really know Pam. Alta, I'm sorry, but my Alta has shown enough already. She's been in there and I've seen enough already. So I don't even need to go there. Bernalyn, Larry, Marilee, alert signs. Ask them what they're going to do. How they're going to allow all these people to run our tribe with all these charges, with all these inappropriate allegations. Dorlin, go talk to her. Ask her about why she's sitting in there now. Ask her how that happened. Hopefully she actually gets votes. If she gets in, it's not just being put there. Because baby boy, she's in there just putting her there, letting her rule him. You have to put a stop to Valerie, are her words, I believe. And then at the same time telling Eddie to leave because of his affiliation, and then using him to do everything y'all wanted. That's so crazy. All of you people have to see all the things they have done. They have gone above and beyond to violate so many rights without even answering one question. And that's all any of you, myself included, have asked. And now these people that we've asked are running for president, vice president, and rerunning or running for council. So ask them. It's really important. I know it seems like, man, why bother voting? We got to do something. So go ask these people what they're going to do. I really can't see any of them as a president. I'm sorry, I just can't. I have no belief in any of them sitting in there right now because of the violations personally done to me by each of them. Each of them. I thank their children for answering these questions we asked their parents. But again, we're asking these directors. Our leaders put these directors in charge of a lot of money. We have a right to know. Understanding these programs that are trying to take over, you all should understand that before you go jumping, saying all this and that. Understand what they're doing. Understand what it means for our future. There is no reason for them to hide any of this. It is so easy to set up a whole forum for us to sit there, and we don't even have to give input. They don't even let us listen. Just as easy as we sit here and listen to that idiot's updates and his statements, they could do the same thing and include us or update us, but they don't. There's too much to hide. Too much to hide. So you all ask them. All these people we have working in these high positions, why do we have them? Ask them. How are we able to keep all of these people who have DUIs, assault and battery, one had kidnapping, we got the felon, what did he go to prison for? Embezzlement, working from home. Let's see. There's just so much that they have. Where's our jail? Where is our jail? Why are we still sending our people to that horrible place? OJS? Where's our jail? Why aren't we pushing more? What's going on with our social service? Ask these people that are running right now for whatever they're running for, president, vice president, council, and they're already currently sitting in office, which is, you can see all of them. Just about all of them. Ask them what they're doing for our babies, our social service program, our daycares, our schools. What are they doing? What are they doing? What's going on with our entities? We just had Hunts. We've talked about Herman. All of these directors, all of these people we've brought up in the past need to be asked about. Ask these people, why do you keep them in there? What do they do for us? Are they really improving these programs? Why can't they show what their intake, what they're bringing in for us? How much goes into their pocket? Ask these questions. It's really hard for me to sit here and campaign for anybody or to ask you to look at anybody except these new ones. Go to these new ones running. Talk to them. Hear what they have to say. And then go to the ones that are already there, that have already been there. And ask them. This is such a scary election. But it's time for you all to stop sitting there and just letting this go, letting these felons just keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. These people who just have a heart for themselves, asking for our votes. Mrs. Orozco, asking for our vote for presidency. My big sister, who should have nothing to do with me, with any of my things, my paperwork, nothing. Because as she stated, she's my big sister. But yet she's signing everything. Everything in regards to me. And then I have to listen to my child ask questions and not have an ugly heart when answering, because you have to remember that is her family. So remember that. Where are their hearts? Listen to their words. Watch when they speak their words, because you can tell, you can see right through their deceit. Whether they're giving you a heartfelt lie or whatever it is, watch. You will see it. Please talk to these people running. I'll share some more of these posts, these comments, or these messages I get. I will share the posts from the bullying, these ridiculous people who cannot make up their mind. Truly have no understanding of what they're speaking of. But you can't really blame them. I mean, they don't have enough sense to truly support what they say. But I'll share it. It's good to hear from all these people, but it'd be better if we heard from the actual directors, the actual leaders. Have them answer about these questions before they ask for your vote. Make sure they talk with you. Make sure they're going to include their people when they're sitting in that office collecting that money, filling their pockets. Make sure you are included. Make sure you matter. I will be back. Maybe tomorrow, I'm not too sure, but you all have a good day. Be proud to be Mescalero Apache. Go ask them questions.